Alright, everybody, welcome back to Dad's Coffee Break. My name is James, and today we are taking a break with more Banished. So, today we are restoring Gobletterboley to its former glory. And last time we started making some pretty big switches, and today I intend to continue with that. But yeah, I am really just going to change the way how this town is laid out, how we operate, and how our economy, or what our economy is going to focus on. So initially, I had really focused on some seeds, and that's okay, on starting to lay down farms. As soon as my food stockpile became an issue, I really started leaning on farming and fishing to try and offset that. Now, what we're going to do is actually change that approach. We'll still have some farms over here, but what we're going to do is, one, get rid of that. Two, we're actually going to move the market down to right underneath the chapel. And then we're going to really shift to a gatherer's type of food economy, at least for right now. We'll continue to keep the farms up here. We'll keep these fishing huts or fishing docks, but we need to really change how we do things. And I think this is the way that we're going to do it. I think if we didn't change how we did things, I think we'd continue to just watch our population boom and then fall, boom and then fall. And so we really need to change that. The other thing that we need to emphasize is making sure that the tailor has all the leather that they need and keeping our citizens warm and building this schoolhouse. Building the schoolhouse is going to make our people more efficient. I think I've mentioned that in a previous episode. And then the tailor is going to be a good supply of clothing in order to keep our workers warm. That's going to be extremely important because what tends to happen is if it gets cold and the laborers don't have proper clothing or they're too cold, then they go out to do a job and then turn back around shortly after leaving to get warm. So we need to make sure that they have clothing so they can go do those long jobs during the wintertime. The other thing that we need to be okay with, at least for the time being, I think, is being okay with our people not having the proper tooling at the moment. We need to make sure that they're warm or they're not going to do anything. They're warm and fed. Because even though they don't have tools, they can still do some work. They're not going to be super efficient, but they'll still do some work. The other thing I'd like to do eventually is shift all the houses from wood to stone, which is going to be a long project. But I think the sooner we get started with that shift, the better. And I know some people like to start out. I was reading that some individuals actually have a strategy where they build stone houses right off the bat, but I'm still okay with me having started out with wood houses just because the amount of resources required is just nuts. So the good news is we'll have this market built, and this market will supply these houses down here. That way I don't have to have two markets. I can just have both vendors working one. So once this is built, I'm actually going to demolish this one. Yes, crazy. Crazy moves, but hopefully a little bit more efficient. Again, all these changes are pretty drastic. It could end up in the destruction of Gobletterboley, but I honestly think it's going to make our town that much more efficient. I think I'm going to keep some of the houses down here just so they're closer to where the population is closer to where they are working. But I think having the market here is just going to make a lot more sense. Okay, so that is done. I am actually going to destroy this other one. I think the other thing that we should do is focus on trading, especially with the herbs. in the hide coats if we have some left over. I think that would be pretty effective. And then food stockpile I anticipate is going to slip considerably, so we do need to start planning for that eventuality. And I think what I'm going to do is I might even put another gatherer's hut over here. There we go. Okay, so they're like right at this tree line, so maybe right there. Let's place a forest lodge down too. Just to get that going. Really just fill out that whole area. And then as our colony really starts to take off, then we can start to really focus on farming, and the other thing I want to do is focus on trading. Stonecutter I'm going to hold off on just because there's still plenty of stone. Mining is going to become a important task. Yeah, schoolhouse is done. It's probably been done. Trader, miner. I think what I'll do is take a miner, make them the school instructor. Where did I see it? There it is, teacher. There we go. And then we will want to get a hospital back down ASAP, but I think we need to change her. This hopefully start making our workers a little bit more efficient. And then what I'm going to do is probably pull, how many fishermen? We have 6. I'll probably pull 3 fishermen and the builders and put them on either the forester lodge or the gathering hut. Get merchant at the trade post. Chickens! I want chickens, but I can't afford them. At least not right now. Okay, stonehouse is complete. How is our cemetery? Is it full? We got 1 left. 1 more grave. I don't even think we need 2 woodcutters. I think we can get away with just 1. There's no point. If they don't have the logs, why do I need 2 woodcutters? Just standing there. I definitely don't think the woodcutter is getting behind. I mean, they don't even have the stockpile to work from, so I'm half tempted to destroy this one, but I think I'll keep it for right now. I am going to want to move these, I think, back over here. Or rebuild them as stone houses. But let's get these up first, then we can worry about that. Okay, more trees getting felled, that's good. How are we doing on the supply of graves? We're down to 33, wait, what? Did I read that wrong last time? Graves getting robbed? Reserve of food is low. We've been growing pretty steadily since the beginning of this episode, so we might face another tumble in our population, but we'll see. Gatherer's hut is up. I am actually going to remove 2 fishermen, put them on gatherer duty. Sorry, I'm taking farmers off and putting them as gatherers. I don't think I can leave these open just in case, but I think they're going to be a lot more effective that way. And they can actually continue to bring in food even during winter. Gonna keep that person as a laborer, 2 builders. Gonna probably chop the remaining trees down over here if I haven't tasked them to do it already. Okay, more becoming students. That is good. Good to see. I know they stay as students a little bit longer than if they were to just go straight into the workforce, but honestly, as long as these two numbers, the children numbers and the student numbers, are healthy, and I think it'll be fine. Alright, well, that is probably gonna have to wait till next time, guys. But I think these changes are positive changes. I think we will start to see us starting to really balance out and grow back in a much stronger way. So, but we will see. We will see. I think hopefully we can start to turn stuff around and start to kind of shift our economy back into a stronger footing. Okay, so they're laying down logs right there. So that should be done shortly. But, alright guys, hope you're enjoying the series. Hope you are liking the new direction Gobletterboley is taking. But yeah, if so, feel free to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode of our Let's Play of Banished. But with that, I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.